why do people want to pretend to be like an F-250 or some shit like that? Like, what gratification are you getting?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to some more LolCowLive. The boys' latest stream was finally not a slop stream because Boogie managed to get 2 guests back on the show that the fans have been wanting for a really long time now. I completely thought this was going to be more clickbait, more impersonations, more nonsense just to get people to come to the stream, but Boogie has managed to finally pull something pretty major off.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You are watching LolCowLive, the worst podcast on YouTube. In only 10 minutes, we'll be calling Tommy and Wings. I can't believe they agreed to show up. My brain is melting. Tommy was the first to accept the invite. Jordy said as long as Tommy was there. And honestly, this opportunity only cropped up because Keem has forced me to step up and lock in. Oh, they're calling me now. Goodbye. Goodbye. They're calling me now.
Amen.
Holy shit. Thank you for saving me from that nightmare. Hold on a second. I got to make the screen big. How me do? Oh my God. Let me pop it out. That'll be the easiest. There we go. We're popped out. And
Tommy hasn't had the LolCow money in so long, his arcades had to be turned off.
Oh, she can't afford the
I'm gonna turn them on.
can't afford the air conditioning, huh?
Save that joke. I'll sell it like I didn't hear before. That's pretty funny. Yeah.
Oh, you're live right now. You're live right now.
Oh, what? Oh, I am.
I answered right away. Hi, guys.
Hello.
I'm exhausted. You guys left me here with a crazy person. You understand that?
Left you here. You told the whole crowd I ripped him off. You jerk off. What do you mean left you here? You wanted me gone.
Yeah, well, did you rip him off?
No, don't pay Tommy. What happened to that energy, Boogie?
Did you rip him off, Tommy? Let's be honest with you. Tell your fucking story. Tell your fucking story.
Well, I mean, I think I should just got paid. All right, all right, because I told you offline. I don't care that they changed the format. I couldn't fucking do the fucking scripted shit you guys were doing, which, by the way, I have no problem with. I thought some of it was really, really funny, especially the fat form
Remo
stuff.
super chatted $49.
Jesus
First class
Christ.
content.
I miss Tommy C. razzing Boogie.
Yeah.
Oh, you get that.
I don't miss Tommy.
Well, yeah, right.
I don't miss Tommy personally, if I'm being honest with you. But I do miss him being mean to me for
Tommy,
content.
you're not talking into the microphone you think you're talking into.
You're kidding me.
Honestly, this was some pretty solid reasoning from Tommy. I don't blame him at all for not wanting to do the very obvious scripted stuff that they've been doing for quite some time now. And if you just know that you're not going to be able to mesh with that kind of environment, it's best to just go ahead and cut your losses before you get out there and make a fool out of yourself. I have to imagine that that's part of the reason why Wings hasn't wanted to exactly come back, because he's seen a lot of the cringy IRL stuff that the main show hosts have been having to do lately, and that is just not quite for him. And I don't really blame him. I wouldn't want to make a fool out of myself in front of thousands of people just so Keemstar can laugh at me and make a little bit of money, but clearly there are a lot of people out there that would.
Ooh, okay. Well, I do have a series of questions I absolutely want to talk about.
Sure.
But Jordy, I want to check in on you. We've texted back and forth a little bit. How are you, man?
I'm fine. I'm fantastic. I mean, I put too much fucking weight on. I've put like 31 pounds on since March.
How much you weigh?
431.
Yeah. Okay. Shit. You've been bigger for sure.
472 is my heaviest.
Oh, you lose weight?
Yeah, I'm down about 75 pounds since last year.
Really?
Yeah, one of the reasons the whole reason I ran the crypto scam was to be able to afford fucking Ozempic, and it works. And so, like, here I am.
That was the only thing I didn't think you scammed anybody on.
It wasn't a crypto scam, but
thing with Ozempic. They should give that to the fucking poor people in Africa so they don't know they're starving.
Jordy, okay, so my first question is, I started watching Breaking Banquet. I skimmed through the videos to check in, to see how you're doing. Do you feel like he is even remotely close to a fair representation of what's going on?
No, hell no.
Because I saw you throw a controller at one point. What the fuck was that about?
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty still make you that angry?
It's not anger. Like, I guess it's a stage of anger. Frustration is a stage of anger, but it's more being frustrated with what's happening, right? Like, I'm getting older. My hands can't do what I want them to do anymore, and you get frustrated.
Yeah. I've thrown a controller in the last 6 months. It just wasn't on live stream. Yeah, I was gonna be honest with you. It's part of playing video games, right? And all these other guys, all these other guys.
You see me play Call of Duty, Boogie. I fuck you up.
Oh, for sure. But
Part of playing video games, throwing controllers, maybe if you're bad, I don't know. I've never really thrown one before, never really gotten to that stage of having to chunk a controller across the room because I'm so mad, and especially not in front of hundreds of people, but maybe I'm just not a real gamer. But these guys have been broing out long enough. Now it's time to get into some actual questions about the way that they ended things.
so, Jordy, right here in the middle of God and everybody, man, I really want to hear everything you have to say about the way we all parted ways. Did you feel like you were treated fair?
No,
Go ahead and tell me why.
Was Kelly treated fair?
no, no. I don't think Kelly was treated fair either. Yeah, I did. Like the whole fat camp ending was despicable, and I hold my head in shame. It's my least finest hour as being a man, right? But when I came over there, I was heated, and obviously all the things came out, and you've all heard the fucking excuses. I honestly to God thought fucking Ken was holding me because I pushed into Ken.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch the video in full, I pushed into a 6'5" giant.
Yeah.
And I was pushing through, and by the time I got to them, by the time I went to push off of him, Kelly had already replaced him.
Yeah.
You want to hear something crazy? You want me to piss off everybody in the chat?
Do it.
And probably hate me forever? I've always believed fucking Wings' story. And I'd say Wings is full of shit. I think he was so hot. He saw Keem. He saw Red. Nothing was registering. And then...
funny, I was actually going for Boogie.
He shoved the person.
Yeah,
really?
you started off coming off. First time it was Keem. Second time it was me.
And they always sit there and say, well, he was looking her dead in the eye. Well, that's if you freeze frame the motherfucker and do it one frame at a time. He's looking her dead in the eye. In the heat of the moment, you just see red and see moving fast.
I'll be honest. I'm glad I hid behind Kelly. If I'm being honest with you, I'm just kidding.
And you're responsible, but I never believe for a minute you fucking try. I know all your troll channels are going to go after me, and I don't care. I thought you were just red hot and weren't thinking. I don't think you hit her on purpose. Jesus Christ.
I wish no person in their mind. Like, first off, if I hit my wife regularly, do you think she's gonna be the first person in line to jump in front of me to fight another man?
Nope. That's true.
You know, second off, do you think I came out of that fucking house walking over there thinking, yeah, I'm about to slam my wife on a table? It's it's a series of unfortunate events that I'm not proud of.
So on Wings' first point about if he was abusive, do we really think that Kelly would have jumped out in front of him trying to get in between him and another person? Absolutely. That is definitely a known thing that someone that's getting abused, if they're stuck in their relationship, they would be willing to jump in front of other people to save them from having to receive that abuse as well. And this definitely isn't every single instance of this stuff happening. Not every single person would jump in front of someone else, but yeah, it's definitely a known thing that just because they're scared of you does not mean that they wouldn't be willing to jump in front of you and someone else. Now, just to get it clear, I also agree with Tommy on this. I highly doubt he set out and wanted to push Kelly. And I know he was absolutely just blood boiling, mad, a lot of stuff going on at Fat Camp. So really, I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but I do see where they're coming from. And I really don't think that he would ever wanted to push Kelly the way that he did. So on his second point, I do agree. But the first one, definitely a little bit iffy to use that as a way to show that you're not abusive. I'm not really sure if that's going to hold up as well, but we move on.
Well, what do you think about Twiggy snaking you, by the way? I'm curious because we threw him out of the fucking server today. He's gone.
Who?
Again,
Who?
that Twiggy guy who filmed.
I blame myself for Twiggy, honestly.
Really?
Like, I seen Twiggy do the shit to fucking Josh Block and whatever the fuck. What's the pimp name that pimps Josh Block out?
Mr. Based.
Mr. Based, yeah. Well, not good people either, but I seen Twiggy be a snake to those people, and I ignored it, thinking he would never bite me. And I accepted that he was a snake-like person, and I let him get close to me, and he bit me too. So I was like, fuck it, I deserve to get bitten.
That's fair. I mean, that's fair.
I don't know.
Everybody says you don't take accountability for what you fucking did at Fat Camp, but you just did. 100%. You said what you did was despicable. You regret every second of it. 100%.
Never going to be enough.
It's never
going to be
enough,
no matter what.
But yeah,
I mean,
you know, I snaked you as bad as Twiggy did, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. And once that clip came out, and everybody was in my ear and like, I think he abuses this. I think he's an abuser. I think he's a piece of shit. I went right along with it, and I should have stood up for you. I know 100%. In retrospect, I wish I fucking had. And there's no excuse for it.
And I hate to be this
You're
way.
a pussy and you're gonna-
I love Mike to death, but I feel like Mike got a much better reception for his situation than I did on mine.
Yeah, I think
wanna
it's because it wasn't
understand-
on camera. And like obviously
But did you hear did y'all
witness-
hear the phone call? The phone call was brutal.
I know Bridget, and I know what she's like when she's drunk, and she is a brutal, vindictive person. So that is
100%.
something she would have done, was fake a 911 call.
All right, let's just check something out real quick. How very interesting, Boogie. Are you implying that she has actually broken the law here? It does not appear to be legal to make fake 911 calls in South Carolina, which is where they live and where everything took place. Was the report real and she actually should have been scared of Mike, or was she faking a 911 call and needs to get fined for it? I'm not really sure. I'd love to see what Boogie would say about that. Either she faked it and needs to get in trouble, or it was real and Mike needs to get in trouble. But I highly doubt we'll see anything more on this.
I'm gonna say this, and people are gonna get mad at me about this. I don't think Mike did anything to Bridget. Like I think he probably admitted to it at the time.
Yeah,
But
because
I
he's
don't
drunk.
think he did anything to it, and I think it was two people drunk in a situation where they shouldn't have been together. Like Mike should have like separated himself from that situation, especially with drinking, because he just started drinking again at Fat Camp, and then they both go there, both inebriated, and they're both fighting.
Actually, not drinking again. That was his first time in life drinking.
The Lasting Opinion super chatted $49.99. Happy to see y'all on here again.
Good to be on here, brother. Good to see you, Last in Opinion. But I was gonna say that was the first time Mike ever drank in his entire fucking life, and he did not have any clue how to handle it. And to make matters worse, you remember John? You had your arguments with John. I've had my arguments with John. That mod, he was purposely, basically spiking Mike's drinks to be 4 or 5 times as strong as Mike was expecting. So Mike got drunk super quick. And so by the time he got home, this is what he told me privately. Sorry for repeating you, Mike, but he said he'd never drank with his wife and wanted to give it a shot. And that's the one and only time they ever drank together. Obviously.
Is this one of those scripted things? I don't know what any of this is about.
Nope. And I'm going to be 100%. 100%.
Mike,
I absolutely love that Tommy called this out here. He's able to pick up that there's just so much nonsense going on. Boogie is just absolutely trying to find an excuse. He goes ahead and calls out, is this one of those scripted things? Because he knows it's so obvious. Like, Boogie's just reaching everywhere to try to find some excuse for all this that happened. And Tommy just called it out as soon as he heard it, which is exactly why a lot of people ended up liking him being on this show, because he wouldn't let stuff like this go. Like, anytime something like this happened, he would instantly call it out and not let Boogie get away with whatever nonsense he was just saying. And I gotta say, it's pretty refreshing to see.
Do what? God, I wish it was.
Man,
you cover Mike's story.
Well, we
man
covered it
doesn't-
to death. We played the 911 call. We did it all.
I'm talking about Tommy. Tommy,
Tommy, did you not cover it?
about the Mike
I
story?
don't know. I know nothing. I really like. I'm not trying to sound like I was above you guys. No, I wasn't watching. I don't want to come on and say
So-
all right, like, you're like hooking me up. Like I didn't watch. It's not because I think I'm I wasn't angry. It's just did my
Well,
own thing. You know?
I'll do it quick and dirty for you, Tommy. After Fat Camp, Mike came home. Him and Bridget decided to drink together. He got upset that she was sleeping around on him, and she accused him of sleeping around on her. So they were both in the wrong, and alcohol did its thing. And apparently, she called the cops saying that Mike hit her. Mike admitted to hitting her,
Oh,
and he got arrested for DB.
well, here you go. You didn't get arrested.
So
did
you didn't cover it. Excuse me.
Super chatted $50. I've only kept up with the show via Twitter since you all snaked Tommy. Is the KDAC pedo stuff fake? Did they get together when she was underage?
Do you know about that, Tommy?
What? Who?
This-
So I think I did hear about this,
Yeah.
right? But I try not to do there's so much of this underage fucking shit. Like, and first of all, I don't find it particularly entertaining, and I'm not a cop.
Right.
So I try to avoid it. But I heard Mike married his wife underage, but they're both in their 30s and 40s now.
I guess they hooked
Was
up
that
while
it?
she was underage, and then later they got
How
married.
young was she?
15-ish.
16, I think.
How old was he?
He was 20, I think.
Boogie, no. Okay, so I hated this part a lot because Boogie knows very well that Mike was either 22 or 23. He was not 20 whenever this all went down. And so Boogie knows how bad that sounds, and he even tries to cut down the age that Mike was a little bit so Tommy doesn't like call him out instantly or something. I don't know. Extremely scummy from Boogie. He's just trying to look out for his friend. I guess I can understand that, but dang, man, like, why are you trying to downplay it and not try to get people's real reactions on what happened? But this definitely goes to show that these guys are very aware of how the Mike stuff looks. The fact that Boogie's willing to cut down his age a little bit while he's telling the story so it doesn't like resurface again. I'm not really sure, but I hated this part from Boogie. Definitely an L for him. And he doesn't even stop there. The excuses for Mike continue pouring in.
So not a great. And she lied to him about his age. She lied to him about his age. About her age.
Oh, okay. How old is she? She was 17.
Well, the was a terrible one. He's trying to say that he didn't realize she was underage until her 17th birthday, and by counting the candles on the cake. And I'm like, how do you just not wonder where she's at for like 8 hours a day when she's in school? Like, how do you hang out with somebody for a year?
You assume she finished school. She's trailer trash. I mean, I don't know if Bridget got a degree or not.
Podcasting.
Tommy, your thoughts on Wings pushing his wife into a table during Fat Camp?
Yeah, well, I'd love to hear that.
You should have given her a
Wheelie
power
and
bomb.
friends
That's
super
what I
chatted
should have done.
$50. The money sucked, but it also sucked when Keem ran
That'd be
behind the
funnier.
scenes interference to
I'll read it in a
convince
second,
the
Riley.
effing
Go ahead,
base
Tommy.
that his
I'll read it
firing
when
was
you're done.
justified.
I gotta be honest with you. You're a scumbag for faking cancer, but it's just like after that, I don't care. It's like it's funny. You're a terrible person.
Yeah.
You should have calmed down and not pushed your wife, but it was fucking hysterical to me. I'm not gonna sit there and clutch pearls. Y'all want to clutch pearls on this shit? I'm here for the entertainment. All right?
I'm over it.
All right,
All right, I gotta say, Tommy is absolutely laying it out exactly how it is. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that do not want to see Wings back because of what he did with Kelly, but there's also a very large percent of people that do want to see him back because they just don't care what happened, or they believe the excuses that he's laid out, or just whatever reasoning they've come back around to him. And it is definitely clear that there are a lot more people that want these guys back than don't, because this stream was absolutely popping off. Donations were pouring in, talking about how they want these guys back. The comments were going wild. Like, it's clear that these guys need to be back on the show. At least Wings for sure. I don't really know if Tommy wants to, but Wings has got to come back at some point. But I don't know if he ever will end up doing it. He seems like he's very hesitant due to all the IRL cringe stuff that he may have to do, which I don't blame him, but I definitely hope that he does.
Jordy, I got
What's
$1 million
going on?
question for you.
what's up?
I'm obviously you regret the violence and the anger and everything else. And you said that. Do you regret standing up to Keem that day?
Regret standing up to him?
Yeah.
No, I'm never going to regret standing up to anybody, but that's my personality. I read the situation wrong, and I regret ever going back out the second time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, like, I would say this forever. Like I'm a kind of a redneck, right? Like I grew up a redneck. I grew up in like you always stand your ground, that kind of stuff. And like hindsight, looking back to it, like when I walked up to Keem, he's like, "Why are you yelling at me?" And he like put his hand on my stomach to like give himself space. I took that as him pushing me instantly.
So you forgot how fat you were.
Yeah, basically. but I thought that was him pushing me, and I'm like, it's on now, bitch.
You forgot how fat
And
you
like
were.
I instantly
but Keem's just like, look, give me some room.
But after the initial push, I'm like, I instantly snapped back into reality. I'm like, I don't want to fight this man, but I didn't want to look like a bitch.
Fresh Brewski super chatted $49.99. We are so
I totally
back.
believe you. He's pushing you because I saw the video. He's pushing away because like you're looking like you're belly bumping him, and he's like, "Hey, give me some space. Hey, motherfucker, you don't fucking put a hand on me, Yankee."
I'm not lying to you. That's like the second after I push, my arms are here. I'm like, I didn't really want to push this guy. It's just like a natural instinct.
And then the second time
so
you came
funny.
out, because I was talking shit on you.
I wasn't going to hit nobody, even so. I don't even remember. I was coming to yell at you. And
Oh, I
everybody
wish you
took it
had
as
hit
a
me
fight.
too, by the way, because you know what I would have done? I would have played victim. I would have used it for sympathy. I would have been like, I
Because
can't believe
you were sitting there begging me to hit you while you were sitting there with your dog in your fucking hand. I'm like, I had no
Hit me,
intention of
wife.
hitting anybody.
But like, hit me, bitch. I can't wait to have an excuse. I'll fake an eye injury. Shit. What was the
Well,
other
why
one?
did you guys have a problem?
Oh, Boogie was sitting there doing that fucking
That-
that shit where he's like two-faced. Like I was hearing it when,
Oh.
in the house when I was walking away.
He's doing his two-faced shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you know, Boogie, like as soon as he's around the group, he's like, "Oh, Jordy always
Oh.
does this. He's a fuck up." Blah 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 blah.
Were you always like that, Boogie? You
I'm
just like-
always
you
going to
never-
be like that, and I've accepted that about myself. I don't like pissing anybody off. I don't like upsetting anybody. I didn't think Wings was listening. I was going to say whatever the fuck people wanted to hear. I'm a
that, you piss
people-pleasing
off
piece of
everybody by
shit,
fence riding,
and then ends up pissing off everybody. But I'm done trying to make up for it. My mouth runs, and I have trouble controlling it, and I'm a piece of shit, and I'm openly a piece of shit now.
I gotta say, I absolutely hate when people like this just double down on their crappy behavior and just like want to admit the kind of person they are. Like, Boogie, you can do work on yourself. Like, you don't have to be this kind of person. Like, I know that you've got the reputation of the Mr. Rogers nice guy from the years past, and then Keemstar and Wings helped you get out of it. But doubling down on being a bad person just because stuff is working out for you right now, it's just not a good look. Like, I don't know why he wants to embrace this being a crappy person persona, but to me, that's just always been extremely cringe way. Like, you just rather admit that you have a bunch of problems that you don't want to work on yourself for, rather than being able to be a reasonable person to be around. But if that's what he wants to do, I guess it's making him money, so he may as well keep going. But speaking of sneaky behavior, it turns out that Keemstar was lurking this whole time watching the reunion and could not resist meeting up with the boys one more time himself.
Guys,
Uh-oh.
call me a
Yeah.
snake, but I've been told to do this. I'm doing it.
Oh, wow. Well, here we go.
Call me a
This
snake.
guy's
I don't know what
fight.
the fuck he's going to have to say anyway.
Probably gonna get rid of me and not get the 20%. There he is.
Down about that fucking shit, dude.
Guys, call me a snake, but I've been told.
Keem holds his cigarettes like a woman.
That's what Reddit says, and Keem always listens to Reddit.
Everybody says that. That's how I hold it, you know?
What's up, boss?
Why?
Jeff, can I just say, I've been watching this at home drunk, right?
Trust me, man, you did not have to clarify that. Like, if you appear on this stream, we already know.
Enjoying every bit of this. The fact that there's like this reunion and you guys all came together, like, I first of all, I'm proud of Boogie. Boogie, I don't know how the fuck you pulled this off. I couldn't have pulled this
They
off.
were excited to do it without you. But being honest, they're like both of them.
I'm really glad that Tommy and Wings showed up for this like little reunion thing. Like I appreciate this so much. Like it means something to me, and I just want to say thank you.
Oh, okay.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
A lot of people think that like I kicked you out of the LCU because like me and you had our little scuffle or whatever. No. Like to me, that was like what friends do. Like I grew up like where you push each other, whatever, you fight your friends. Like I grew up in physical combat, all right? So that meant nothing to me. It was what happened afterwards, which was an accident, mistake, whatever, right? That was the reason why we had to step back and we're like, oh my God, we're going viral for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and I didn't want to come back because of between how it was reacted to, and then the fucking mic shit happened, and I'm like, this is apples and apples, and it don't look the same.
It was a little different with the mic thing, but first, let me just say,
I really despise this argument that keeps getting brought up that the mic stuff is different from the wing stuff just because whatever Mike did wasn't recorded on the actual live stream. Basically, these guys are saying that you can do pretty much whatever you want and they're not going to believe any reports that happened unless it's recorded and they can actually see you doing whatever it is. There's no other way to get around that. That's exactly what they're saying. Wings' stuff got showed on camera, so there was no way to deny or play it off or anything like that, so they had to focus on it and talk about it. Whereas the mic stuff happened off camera, and the only reason that we know anything about it is because the 911 call got leaked. And so they try to say that they can't really do anything to Mike because they didn't actually see him doing what he was accused of. Now I see where the argument is coming from, but there was a pretty insane 911 call that these guys are trying to say that she apparently faked. I'm not really sure that she's that good of an actor. I don't really want to play the audio again because it is a little bit triggering to hear, but it was pretty rough. I don't really think that it was faked myself. I definitely think he was doing something. I don't know if for sure he was hitting her to make her get the way that he was, but he was definitely doing something to get her extremely distraught. But apparently, since he didn't record himself actually doing whatever it was to get her to that point, he gets a free pass and Wings has to be the only one to suffer, which I really don't think is right. Like, they should have held Mike a little bit closer to the fire, done something with him there, but it does seem that he got the sweet end of the deal because he didn't record himself doing whatever it was, which is pretty messed up, I gotta say. I'm with Wings on this one.
Me and you have been fighting for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you remember us on Machinima, Wings, right?
Correct.
Like, when I thought the next day, not that day, obviously, because that day, like, I'm wearing the, like, I'm the CEO, I'm the boss, I got to make sure everyone's safe. But, like, the next day, I was like, what a great chapter in the Wings versus Keemstar saga that's been going on. What a great chapter, right?
Okay.
Say this, Wings, I don't know how you're going to take this, right? Like, this might be another backstab or what, but me and Boogie, I felt like we went through this period where we were worried, like, oh my God, is he abusive? Like, we didn't know. Like, when Twiggy released that video, it scared the ever living hell out of us. We're like, oh shit, our friend might be an abusive person. And I know that's not like a great clip to reference, but it was just something to add on what just happened.
Yeah, you know, abusive people let their wives like pie them in the face and like cut their forehead open on
Phantom
camera.
super chatted $50.
Here we go again, Wings, using these little things that abusive people wouldn't let their significant other do to them. Like, I absolutely think that would be able to be something that would happen. Like, if someone was an abusive person and they were around their group of friends with their, like, significant other, of course they're going to want to let that person do stuff to them to kind of convey that they have a really good relationship, there's no abuse going on, like, all kinds of stuff. I'm not saying that's the case for every single relationship, but I could absolutely see, like, some relationship having that kind of dynamic. So I get where he's coming from with these arguments, like what he's trying to say, but to me, they're not really quite working. I still don't believe that he did anything maliciously on the Fat Camp time, but these arguments aren't quite it. But these guys finally have enough of the Fat Camp talk and want to steer the conversation over to some of the other hosts, specifically the ones that were trying to replace Wings during his absence.
Outside of like having a family, dude, we flew Rastov in from New Zealand, which I mean is different from Germany for sure. But
wow, that's awesome.
At the same time, it took him like 2 days to get here, 3 days to get home. I mean, with layovers and mistakes and everything else that happened, it was fucking miserable for him.
Yeah, we took a hit in July. We only made $50,000 because we had to take a week off because of
driving,
like
and traveling, and
yeah.
And then the other hit we took was having CD-ROM on the fucking show. So
that would be awesome if I could walk these.
I want to talk to this CD-ROM guy one day because this motherfucker sounds like an incel.
He is 100%. I think he's closeted gay too and won't like fucking do anything about it.
100% closeted gay. The whole way he holds this. I've never heard his voice. I've never heard him speak, but I've seen pictures of him and he kind of looks like he'd be like one of my kids. But dude, you're in the closet. You're in the closet and you're religious and you just need to come out of it.
Wings just called his son gay.
Yeah, I mean, he looks just like the fucking something I'd pop out, right?
Dude, honestly, you and CD-ROM Wings would make a great show. That shit would be hilarious.
I'd watch that.
Because you all have mild autism.
Talking to me or talking Wings?
You're talking to me, and I promise you I'm not into it.
Like, literally both of you. Jordy, listen to me. The thing is, there is consequences of the like physical altercation that happened right at the live event.
Hey, that's cool. I just don't be on the show.
I know, but we need live events. Like, that's what makes us go viral. Every time we ever went viral, it was at a live event. Whether I was burying Boogie, whether you and Kelly on the table, or like what
me
just
getting
happened
down on
with
one knee.
It sounds like I helped make a couple of these fucking live event moments.
You did. That's why I would want you there.
There's consequences of going live events.
Kelly did too.
I showed up to them.
No, you're right. But listen, Boogie, like Wings, I have to wear like the boss hat, right? And I have to think of people's safety and loss.
Those motherfuckers.
I would guarantee it. I would just say it. I get that you got to be the boss and everything. I would guarantee that if we worked with Jordy at live events for 1,000 years, he'll never do anything like that again. Like I think it was a 1 in a million shot that had happened to begin with.
I can't guarantee that. Like if somebody wants to fucking scrap, who can scrap?
Yeah, but they'd have to start it. You ain't gonna start shit.
I don't normally start shit.
Exactly.
Like I can tell you, Wings, I'm not afraid of you. Like I see you as a friend, someone I've known for 15 years. And if me and you were to ever fight, I know we would be friends after, regardless of what. Like it's not that. It's like, bro, I'm not trying to get fucking sued for millions of dollars because some altercation took place, you know, at a live event.
I don't know, Jordy. I feel like lesson learned, right? Like, you know, it's better to walk away at this point, right? Like I don't ever see you ever raising hands. As outside of
I'm one of the most
self-defense.
mellow people you'll meet until I'm not.
Exactly. Well, yeah, okay, we know that for sure.
Can I say something in Wings' defense?
Yeah.
Right? We were trying to lose weight. We weren't eating.
Yeah, we were miserable.
Right? We were miserable. And by design, like that was the point of fat camp. We were supposed to be losing weight, so we weren't eating. I myself lost 10 pounds that weekend.
Yeah.
You know,
Jordy, I'm gonna be honest. 100%. I cheated. Desi needed food. I took her to McDonald's. I had 2 or 3 nuggets. I fucking woke up. I had beef sticks. I hid beef sticks in Sammy's treats so I could start the day with some goddamn protein with my food. And I had those fucking shakes with me. Did you cheat? Did you end up giving up? You never cheated. No. I did.
I cheated. I cheated the night I left.
Yeah, I fucking bet.
I stopped at Whataburger on the way out of Texas.
Shit, I would have hit 2 or 3 Whataburgers on the way out of Texas. After that, goddamn.
You're giving all these excuses. None of that happened. It's just redneck in me. Like I said, like when you reached to put space on me, I pushed you. Like the second I got done pushing, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to fight this dude, but I didn't want to look like a bitch.
Better not be
back down.
Better not be any brooms in chat because he's being as genuine as he can be.
I didn't know what was real and what wasn't real. I was in your face like, are you serious? Like, you remember he said, are you real?
I think he hit you in his stomach.
It's just like one of those reactions. Like I in my head, you instantly like push me. I was like, oh, we going, huh?
I've never been face to face with someone where they just pushed me with ease like the way the fucking Wings did. That was like, that was literally insane. Like I
probably didn't know you pushed you.
Fucking nuts.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. If the gang got back together again, I would want to see some changes. Like live events, Jordy can be there, but I don't think we put him through any hell. Put me through the hell. Number 1, I deserve it. I'm a lying piece of shit motherfucker. Number 2, I like it. I get off on
around shit in my personal place. Like I ain't trying to go to fucking like town hall and make an ass of myself. I want to be on my town hall.
Let me be that guy. Let me be that guy. I like it. I have some sort of weird shame fetish. Keem's like, go to Harrison and hold up a sign that says I love black people. I fucking do it. I don't give a fuck.
Honestly, this could probably work out. Just have Boogie be the jester doing all the dumb stuff. Let Wings kind of be the straight man there, making little cracking jokes wherever he needs to be, just kind of there, but not actually having to do the stuff. I would absolutely watch that. Like, it's clear that this dynamic that they have on the main show for this stream is the one that they need to have. It's what they started off as, and they absolutely need to bring it back because this is the first time in many, many weeks that I've actually sat and just watched the show as it was live. A lot of times when I do these videos, I'm watching the VODs back, fast forwarding through them all. This time around, it may not have been the most extreme, like super interesting stuff like the entire time, but I actually stuck around and watched the whole thing. That's probably saying something a little bit about me being willing to watch this kind of stuff, but I gotta say though, I just do enjoy these guys being there, the banter they bring, the topics they talk about, the vibe they have. Just like there's not any extreme cringe yelling, no like super fake scripted stuff. It's just the boys hanging out, talking about topics, laughing, bantering each other. Like, it's just good times. I like it. I'm a fan. I wish they would do this some more. But we're going to end up finding out why this most likely won't be able to happen. And it ends up coming back to most likely Keem being a little bit butthurt about what happened at Fat Camp and wanting to be able to have some kind of way to take something out on Wings. There's this thing that keeps coming up about Keemstar wants 50% of whatever show that Wings goes on, and Wings just doesn't want to have a show in the LCU where it's just him on a show doing what he's already doing, because right now, when he's streaming on his own, he gets 100% of the money that comes in. Whenever he goes to Keemstar's LCU stream, even if he has his own show, he has to give up 50% to Keem. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have seen, but the argument Keem tries to have is that if he takes half of $10,000, which would get Jordy 5,000 and Keem 5,000, it's going to be more than Wings' streams where he ends up making like $1,000 or something, which is pretty true. I see where he's coming from, but I also understand why Wings doesn't want to just give everything up straight to Keem for not really having to even do anything other than having his name on the brand.
Keem, are you willing to give Wings a show where he has a higher split on that show? I think Wings is hung up on the percentage aspect. The LCU obviously wants him.
It's not the percentage aspect. I have no interest in doing the show.
We should not. Did everybody get in trouble for talking? We talk about money too much. What's the one thing Keem was right about?
I just want to say this. I want a little bit of respect that I can, like, I deserve credit for I can make the money. Like, I know
James
like,
Holder super chat.
like, I just want like Jordy, when there was this one clip where you're like, yeah, Keem taking 50%. Like, I'm like, but I've built credit with you to show you that I can make you money. Like, I felt so insulted in that moment when you were saying Keem taking 50% is nah.
Nah, it is nah. Like I can do the same show on my own.
I know, but I'm like,
You're not gonna get.
the thing is, Jordy,
I mean, Tommy, you're looking at this like, oh, you're not going to do this. I built PKA.
I know you did, but I mean, Keem's been doing it consistently for longer. I mean, as much as I might have a problem
at
with
the same time. It's like I keep saying this. I'm not Boogie. Like, I don't live paycheck to paycheck.
I don't now. I don't now. I definitely do not now.
Yeah, I don't live paycheck to paycheck. I actually have a very substantial nest egg at this point in my life.
All right. Well, Keem's got a mansion.
I agree with you. I agree with you, right? All I'm saying is, like, I feel like I built up credit where I can make you like thousands and
Right. I understand this, but I don't want to do a show by myself on your network. And if I wanted to do a show, I would do it on my own. So I'm the only reason it failed. And the only thing that is appealing to this show is I just got to show up to it. That's the only appealing part of it.
You were not locked in. He was not. He doesn't want to lock in.
At the same time, it doesn't have the same standards as all the other shows where like Joffrey gets pushed to 11. Here's at 10 in the morning. Here's at 8 o'clock at night. Here's at 8:30. You know, fuck all that noise. Matter of fact, fuck all those shows. They all need to go. All of them do.
Wings is laying it out exactly like it is. I don't blame him for not wanting to go on to that. Like he's already said for years now he doesn't want to do the schedule stuff. He doesn't like working for someone at specific times, which might be a him problem for sure. But he's already said his demands, like what he wants. Like why would he want to come into this 24-hour like news channel thing that Keem's got going with all these shows if he's gonna have to stick to a specific schedule? He's gonna have to end his stream at specific times, give away his viewers. That's probably what he really doesn't want to do. Like Wings, whenever he streams, he goes for hours on end. And it would be pretty rare, honestly, for him to do a just 2-hour stream. So if he's having to do these 2-hour streams and he's getting thousands of people, but then exactly 2 hours in, he has to redirect all his viewers elsewhere, there's no way he's going to want to do that. He's not going to want to give up that money, especially if he wants to continue streaming, but then he can't for another 22 hours. Like that's just insane. I wouldn't want to do it either.
Jordy, you know what I really want for you more than anything? Is I just want you to be doing good. Yeah. We've known each other for too long. I literally want you to be doing good. When you said earlier before I joined that you gained like 50 pounds or something, I'm like
31.
Oh. 31? Aren't you 450?
No, I'm 431.
Yeah.
I was 400 pounds in March. I'm 431 now.
I gotta be honest with you, Jordy. Would you believe me? Part of the reason I came back is because I want you to be back on, and because I think it'd probably be better for you.
Oh my lord!
Really? No, I did. No, I did. I have no reason to be here. You can fucking. I didn't ask for a fucking dime.
No.
All right.
I didn't ask for a dime.
Nope.
I know you did.
It's just my way of saying I love you, motherfuckers.
Yeah. So it's two things. I wanted to have fun. I knew it would be fun. I had a great time in LolCowLive. I'm not really pissed off anymore. It's been a year, so like fucking whatever. And then I've seen you all these videos because I follow every one of your trolls because they're funny. And, but I kind of see the bad spot. But I mean, why not go back, make the fucking money? People want to see it. You've always been witty.
I'm all for the sideshow.
You know how
I don't know. You worked that out with Keem. I'm saying just do it. Do it for you.
FouseyTube back in the day would like try to flex that he was a good person because he gave a homeless person money or something like that. Like I'm kind of the same way, right? Where like I want everyone around me to win, and then I want to flex that I help them win. You know what I mean? And that really didn't happen with Wings. Like we never got that final chapter where Wings was just like we had a lot of wins. Remember when your trolls came on LolCowLive and you fucking beat their ass? Like, dude, that was good, bro. That was good. Like we've had a couple wins, but we never got that final chapter of winning because of what happened at Fat Camp. Like it ruined everything.
It didn't ruin anything.
I don't know,
Like,
man.
like I look at this as like one big long marathon. You're gonna have ups and valleys. There's peaks and everything. No job you ever have is permanently. You never have a job that's permanent.
Guys, we have 1 minute left, and I promised you guys only 2 hours, so we should probably get to final statements. Jordy, you got a final statement, brother?
Why do people want to pretend to be like an F-250 or some shit like that? Like, what sexual gratification are you getting?
And that's going to pretty much do it for this stream. This was a very enjoyable one overall. I definitely hope these guys will be making an appearance in the future. I really hope they don't try to make Wings go to some sideshow. Just bring him back to the main show. Maybe even bring Tommy back as well. Like, I enjoyed it. Don't make these guys do the live shows, and they'd be willing to come back on the main show, I'm sure. I don't really know everything. I'm just making wild guesses. But yeah, boys, that is going to go ahead and do it for now. If you guys did enjoy seeing this, if you guys did enjoy me covering this stream, please definitely let me know down below. Maybe even drop a sub, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.